Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Football Insights, where we talk about football-related issues concerning transfers, player profile, and other football matters. So if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you click on the subscribe button, you press the post notification, you follow us on all our social media platforms on IG, on TikTok, and then on X. All the links are in the description. Go and click on the link and follow us on IG, on TikTok, on X. Let's get interactive. Normally this should have been weekend games review. Normally this should have been a weekend game review, but then we have changed things a little bit because the Champions League draw is in. The Champions League round of 16, the last 16 draw is in on this Monday. It was done by John Terry and then UEFA General Secretary on 12 CT time, 12 European time. So of course, Champions League draw is in, so it is going to change the schedules of this particular video because it should have been a weekend game review, but then we are doing the Champions League draw. So ladies and gentlemen, this is your Champions League draw reactions. Your Champions League draw. Let's get straight into the video. So Champions League group stage is done, and then it is left with 16 teams who have qualified for the round of 16. So mind you, this is the last Champions League format like this that you will see in your whole lifetime. The Champions League the format is changing from next year going. From next year going. Now it is 32 teams. From next year going, it is going to be 36 teams. So it is changing from 32 to 36. So this is the only Champions League format you see like this in your lifetime. I don't know whether it is going to change in the years to come. Of course, it's going to change in years to come. But then this is the last time you are watching a Champions League. We have played 6 group stages games, 3 home, 3 away, and then 2 teams have qualified for the round of 16, and then the round of 16 draw has been done. So this is the last one you will see. But then Champions League draw is in. Let's check out the Champions League pairings. FC Porto versus Arsenal. FC Porto being a home team, and then Arsenal being the away team. So it means that FC Porto are playing home first in Estadio de Dragao. Second leg will be in Emirates Sports Stadium. So Arsenal have seen this for a very long time. For about, let's say, 7 years. Arsenal have not seen a Champions League last season like this. So it's a very, very, very good day for them, both business wise and then both club wise. It will raise the social currency of the club. So Arsenal doing great things in this particular season, both in the Champions League and then in the league. So FC Porto are also a top side. Don't get me wrong, FC Porto are very, very, very top. They are very difficult to play against. They have the materials, they have Delero, all those players, Mendy, Tereni, Alan Varela, they have the players there to challenge Arsenal. So it is not going to be, just walk over for Arsenal. Trust me. And I'm an English fan, and you can see my badge English, supporting the English agenda, but the FC Porto are a very tough side to play against. Quickly, I think this is, a 45-55 for Arsenal. The chances of Arsenal qualifying is 55. And I have, it has come down a little bit because Porto are, a very, 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 in the group they have 12 points. They have 12 points. If not for head-to-head, they would have been the winners of this particular group, a group of Barcelona. They would have been the first. So FC Porto are, a very, 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 very tough side to play against. 55-45 for Arsenal. They have a slight chance to qualify, but then they have to work to qualify. Barcelona are also playing SSC Napoli. Napoli are playing home first in the Diego Armando Maradona Sports Stadium in Naples, in Napoli boys. They are playing Barcelona. Barcelona will also be sitting at Olympic Stadium playing against FC Napoli. So the first leg will be Maradona Sports Stadium. The second leg will be Olympic Sports Stadium. Quickly, I think it is 45-55, or let me take it 40. Let me take it back. 40-60 for Barcelona. 40-60 for Barcelona. I think Barcelona have a slight chance over Napoli. But then if they don't do their things well, it is going to be very difficult for them. Because Napoli, they are not the Napoli we think. Or they are not the Napoli of last season. But then Napoli are still Napoli. They have the material, they have Kvaratskhelia, they have Victor Osimhen, they have Elmas, they have Matias Politano, they have the boys Zambo, Anguissa, the Anguissa man. They have the boys, they have the material. So Napoli are still Napoli. On any day they can worry you. On any day they can worry you. Trust me. So Barcelona has to be on their top level before they can triumph over Napoli. So quickly, I think Barcelona will qualify, but then it is 40-60 for Barcelona. With a slight mistakes from Barcelona, they are going to be slipped off. Napoli are going to, triumph over them. So let's move PSG, Paris Saint-Germain versus Real Sociedad. Very tough game for Paris Saint-Germain. On any day, Paris Saint-Germain should be, at the top there. But Real Sociedad, bro, they were first in the group of Inter. So it should tell you the form they are in right now. It should tell you. Real Sociedad playing against PSG playing at Parc des Princes, and then Real Sociedad, playing away first for the first leg, and then they will be playing home for the second leg because they were the seeded teams, So PSG versus Real Sociedad, I think it's 50-50. But trust me, PSG are PSG. They have the material, they have the coach, they have the attackers, everything to triumph over Real Sociedad. But Real Sociedad are very top team to play against. So it is 50-50. This particular fixture, I'm not going to sit here and tell you PSG are going to qualify. But trust me, I am not going to sit here and tell you PSG are going to qualify. So it is going to be 50-50 for this particular one. Inter Milan are also playing against Atletico Madrid. The match, my match of the round of 16, my match. This match, whoever will qualify from this particular stage, bet me, I bet you he's not gonna get his key players to play the last 8. Trust me, because this match is a cracker match. This match we call it a giddy match. If you qualify, best believe your 3 or 2 best players they are going to get injured because Inter Milan is very robust, very tough at the back. Atletico Madrid very robust, very tough at the back. To run this game is going to be an end-to-end game. Quickly, this is a 50-50 match too. I'm not going to sit here and tell you Inter Milan are going to qualify. On any day, Inter Milan should be the one to qualify. But then Atletico Madrid, they are doing well this particular season. They are doing well. They have the material, they have the Samuelinos, the Marcos Llorente, the Morata, the Griezmann, and then they have the coach. Most importantly, they have the coach. So it is really 50-50 for this particular match. I am very disappointed because I had wanted to for Inter Milan to meet Barcelona. If you remember very well, I told you in the Champions League review for the Wednesday game that I wanted a team to pair with a particular team, and then when the draw comes out, I will disclose it. I wanted Inter Milan to pair against Barcelona to see something, to at least to just see something. But then Inter Milan are also a very good test for Atletico Madrid. So it's 50-50 for Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid. Borussia Dortmund, PSV, and then quickly Borussia Dortmund are going to qualify. They have the experience. I think they have the material. They have the players. They have the coach and the tennis. So of course they are going to qualify for this particular one. Borussia Dortmund straight away. Bayern Munich are also going to qualify straight away from this particular test. Lazio will be playing home first. And then Allianz Arena in the second leg. Bayern Munich are going to qualify for this particular test, for the first leg being the home and then the second leg being Munich. Manchester City, they always these people always they get the easiest draw. I don't know why. Even in the group stage and then even all the knockouts, they didn't get the easiest draw. I don't know why Manchester. I don't know whether they have been paying money or something like that, but I don't believe they pay money for those particular draw. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. But then Manchester City versus FC Copenhagen. I think Manchester City will qualify. This is going to be a home and away triumph over FC Copenhagen. But they're also a very good team, but then very home and away because Manchester City are Manchester City. Very the favorite for this particular Champions League. So RB Leipzig versus Real Madrid, very tough side, very tough opponent against Real Madrid. RB Leipzig. It is going to be 60-40 for RB Leipzig. I think they also have the materials to worry Real Madrid. So Real Madrid should do their things well. If they really want to qualify, they should do their things well. But then Madrid is Madrid. In the Champions League, Madrid is Madrid. So they are going to qualify, but it is not going to be very easy for Real Madrid. Trust me, it's not going to be very easy for Real Madrid. So ladies and gentlemen, this is your Champions League review, the Champions League group stage review. Very tough teams. Generally, I think the draw has been fair. Generally, I think the draw has been fair because all the small teams are playing the big teams. There is no the big match here is going to be Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid. That is me for my big match, Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid. The draw has been fair to everybody. Everybody is happy. Everybody is at this one corner waiting for the Champions League, of course, Champions League round of 16 games. The first leg to commence. So very, 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 very fair draw for everybody. Trust me, very fair draw for everybody. But I'm disappointed for the fact that Inter Milan didn't beat Barcelona, and I'm also disappointed for the fact that the Spanish team didn't meet the English team. I wanted the Spanish team to meet the English team. So for example, let's say Real Sociedad will meet, let's say, Manchester City, and then of course Arsenal will also catch a team like Atletico Madrid. They will catch a team like Atletico Madrid. Very, very disappointed. It didn't happen that way because I wanted the Spanish teams to go out and that is just a banter with me and then the Spanish guys. So I wanted the Spanish teams to play with the English team, but it didn't happen that way. So let's see. Surely in the quarterfinal, the Spanish team will pair, or some of the English team will go against some of the Spanish team. So let's see. So ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the video. Make sure you click the subscribe button, you press the post notification bell so that anytime we upload, you'll be the first person to receive it. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, on IG, on X, and then on TikTok. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Kobo. This is Football Inside, and this is your Champions League reaction. Champions League 1 of 16 reaction.